Yes, y'all. What's good? We are back. Episode 26 of the Mix and Pop Podcast. It's your boy Chef Tariq, Chef Drewski, Chef Kayla. What's going on?
Yeah.
How you guys feeling?
I'm good.
I'm big chilling right now.
Yeah, me too. Hell yeah.
Alright, look, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest in the building.
Talk to him.
We've been trying to get him on for a couple weeks now.
Talk to him.
He was in the chat saying he coming on next week.
Talk to
And we
him.
had to cancel because we got to bring on this week.
Talk
Ladies
to
and
him.
gentlemen, we got African Pipeline in the building.
Let's
going
go,
on,
let's
fam?
go.
Hello.
Peace, y'all. Peace, y'all. Happy
Yes.
to be in the building. Happy to be a part of this dope podcast. It's my first one, so yeah, another good experience. I'm ready for it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's good to have you here, man.
Definitely. Look, like I said, we've been trying to get him on for a few weeks, so we've been going back and forth on IG and stuff. So, look, we're glad you're here now. So,
Yeah, there's been a lot going on these past few weeks. But yeah, I'm here. And I came with gifts.
okay.
Oh.
Came with
I
gifts.
like me some gifts.
Yeah.
Alright, so
See, well, I just like to
Let's
say,
pull up with the
this
gift.
is our first guest who brought us gifts. All right, so
Well, no, that's a lie because Kenny brought us food.
you right.
Who?
You
brought us
right.
the wings.
Oh, okay, you right.
Shout out to Kenny.
Shout out to Kenny. I'm sorry,
He
Kenny.
did bring those fire ass
He did bring them
wings.
Yup.
wings. My fault.
He had the
Yup.
steroid chicken wings, bro. Some shits was fire.
Okay, but it's our second guest who brought us
Nice.
a gift.
That's
All right,
yup.
so y'all gotta start bringing us gifts on here.
Thank
Alright.
you.
And this is one of my products. This is the sea moss infused fruit juice. Strawberries. It has organic strawberries. It has elderberry, elderflower to target your respiratory system and your sexual reproductive system. It has key limes to alkalize the body, help with your pH balance. It has date syrup. It has agave, and it has sea moss. Which is an algae that is packed with 92 minerals, literally very mineral rich. So
Look, this is
Yes,
what's up.
y'all.
shit, bro.
Let's get it. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Yes, get it.
You see that as a fail, right? It still ain't working. Damn, never mind. I'm just gonna not do it. All right. They got it. They'll post it.
Hell yeah, right away.
Oh, look, we're gonna get into all that and everything too. So, but let's get into it, guys. Our drink of the day. So we got some Cayman Jacks margarita drinks. All right. We had the variety pack today, so we got a few kinds y'all we can try out. We have Moscow Mule, Cuban Mojito, Margarita, and Paloma. All right. Which one y'all want?
Okay. Oh,
Is that Paloma?
Paloma.
I don't know. I like the sound of that. It sounds like a fire shorty.
Can you say the other those
We got Moscow Mule, Margarita, and Cuban Mojito.
Oh hell no! This has grapefruit juice in it. Take that.
You're right.
Give me that one. If you don't want that one, give me this one. I'll take this one.
What else we got? Moscow Mule.
You get the margarita. Alright.
Let's run it. Stop.
Mo, which one you want to try? Well, I'm gonna pass you one. I'm gonna pass you one. My fault. Alright, y'all.
Word. Let's try
We
these.
don't toast that up.
Do I
Alright.
have to shake this?
I hope you don't. It's gonna explode over.
There's some of them that you have to shake.
This one's made. They're made with lime juice and ginger beer. It is 5.8% of alcohol.
Grapefruit
Okay,
juice.
pretty good.
Mine is made with grapefruit juice and agave nectar.
Good top.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we gotta go to. There's no paper towel, but you gotta go.
Do you need some?
Yeah. You gotta go to go get some
Where your dentures are at?
in the bathroom. Yeah.
Where your dentures are at?
Yeah. This is where your dentures are at.
Malt beverage with natural flavors.
Hold on, I'm trying to post my dish.
Bro, why are you still posting it?
Because it'll take too long, yeah.
Why are you this slow?
Because it took too long, yeah. I just posted it back. Let's go.
What is yours made with?
Nah, that shit's fire.
Yeah, mine's bussin'. Mine's definitely
Margarita?
bussin'. This Paloma is so good.
You guys haven't had Cayman Jacks?
Mm-mm.
Surprise.
That shit's also so good.
I should have kept that shit.
Yeah, you should have. You fucked up.
Hold on, I want to try yours. That's the
You
Paloma?
don't know where it's not.
Dad, I
Bro,
can't
you
stand you. Would you have the Moscow Mule? Because
Moscow.
I almost picked this one too. Yours is good though.
That was good.
I like
A lot of
that one.
that one, but like, you feel me, like.
That's what we grab.
Nah, the Paloma.
Nah, I think my shit is better.
A Cuban mojito. Let me see that.
That's what Jossie be drinking.
Yo, these shits is fire.
This
What?
one got like a small like spice to it too.
A little spice.
Ginger?
Yeah,
Maybe.
ginger,
Mhm.
ginger in there.
Nah, fuck it, bring out the Four Locos, bro.
What?
Oh my god. I cannot.
Two of those shits, everybody have a good night. Straight up.
You bugged out. Alright man, let's get into it. Of course, like we said last week, we're switching things up, reformat some things, doing a little differently, we're gonna start off with our topic for today. I mean, and that's your business and everything you do. So first, let us know, where you're from, how'd you get into your business?
Alright, my name is Mohammed. I go by Mo or Mohammed. Originally, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, born and raised.
NOLA.
Yes, sir. Way down in the swamps, bottom of the map. Yeah, my family on my father's side, he's from Senegal, West Africa.
Okay. My
Nice.
family's out there.
Yes. Yeah, he moved here in the 80s, met my mother in New Orleans, and I'm kind of mixed in between the two. I take a lot of pride in that side of my heritage. My mother, she was from New Orleans. She was a Creole. In New Orleans, we consider that Native American, African, and European.
That's a dope background though, for real.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm an herbalist. I've been studying plant medicine for about 10 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing, yeah. I mean, that's about as long as we've been in our careers, really, almost professionally. Yeah.
Just around basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had sort of an unconventional introduction to herbalism because I had some health issues. So it wasn't something that was just cool to me. It was something that, it was something I had to get into.
Yeah.
When I got into it, I had to really dive head first into it. And my health issues, I had a tumor. It was in my pelvis. Due to the diet I had, eating a lot of processed foods, I was a snack head, so I ate a lot of honey buns, noodles,
All that shit.
Yeah.
bullshit.
Literally.
Right. And I had and I wound up back in the Gap. I had a few run-ins with the law. This was back in my past life, and I found myself incarcerated. And when you're incarcerated, all you have is processed foods. You feel me? So I just had an abundance of shit that I shouldn't have been eating, and that kind of mixed with my DNA, it just turned out bad. So I wound up with a tumor, and they was trying to convince me that I had cancer. Literally. They was trying to hypnotize me, telling me I needed chemo, telling me I needed biopsies to get your samples cut out of me, just all kinds of stuff.
Crazy.
All right. And then I learned about Dr. Sebi. And that's where things began to turn around. I started just researching, watching his documentaries, just any type of information from him. And then I just started experimenting with my diet. I didn't have the herbs, I didn't really have any in-depth knowledge about it, but I just started what I could, and I was just basically adding and subtracting things from my diet and slowly adding things like whole foods, like vegetables, like fruits, like fungi, different mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, so on and so forth. And shit, my body let me know like something was good was happening.
Good ass.
I just stuck with it. And that led me into, just expanding my understanding of myself, my body, my biochemistry, my thoughts, my environment. And I just started making changes all around the world. And that led me to studying and experimenting with herbs. And once my people around me, like my family and everybody, my partners, once they saw it, it was like, man, we don't know what you're doing, but let me get some. And it just motivated me to start embracing that more.
And putting people on.
Exactly.
Sharing it, passing along the
Giving
information.
it light.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
For real, for real. That's a tough story.
Yo, it was crazy, like because I had you at Mother's Day at Red Lounge and stuff as a sponsor, as a vendor and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. And I like seeing him at Kayla's event literally the week before. I was like, okay, all right, there's a good connection there. And then when I actually came up to you and started talking and stuff, and when I heard your story, I was like, damn, okay, so this stuff actually does kind of work on people. Like I know when I was doing the classes in New York, my cousin would take like sea moss every night or whatever before he go to bed and stuff like that. But I'm like, I don't really know what he's taking. He's just saying, yeah, I'm taking some sea moss, whatever, it's kind of helping me out.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So then when we was actually talking, you started telling me your story, how like you had a tumor and like this stuff was actually helping you out instead of getting chemo and stuff. I was like, well, that's something that people really should start taking seriously.
Yeah,
What?
it's my bad, sorry, real quick to interrupt, but that's actually crazy because that was a thought that I had before, like I had you at my event, but you and I didn't really get to talk much, Mo, because I was running around working, and that's actually something that I had thought about after, when I was like reflecting on everything and how it went down, and I'm like, wow, like I wish I would have, gotten to know you guys a little bit more. But it's amazing how the universe works, right? And the fact that today's episode, I'm not talking on my topic because we're switching it up a little bit, but how much it revolves around spirituality.
Yeah.
Where it's like, even when I'm not talking about it, I'm still talking about it. It talks to us, literally. And it's just like, to be able to recognize that and know that and see that and be present in it and feel through it, and then take from it and continue to pass along. Just like that.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, it's like, look, even when you're not doing it, it's always there. So.
Right.
So let me ask you, you didn't have to get surgery or nothing, the tumor went away, or?
I did get surgery. That's a great question. Because I kind of jumped the gun a little bit in the story. I wound up getting surgery. They removed the tumor. And then they told me that the tumor was there for so long and it had took such a toll on something that they call my lymphatic system.
Oh, wow.
Something that I didn't even know the fuck it was at that time. But it had drained my lymphatic system and put it into overdrive so much to where my lymphatic system was damaged permanently. That's what they was trying to hypnotize me to believe. And after getting the tumor removed, they said you have something called lymphoma, which is cancer of the lymphatic system.
Hodgkin's lymphoma.
That's actually what my father passed away from, if you guys didn't know. Yeah.
A lot of people, a large percentage of the population in America especially succumb to that because the lymphatic system is the drainage system or the sewer system of the body. It's it's the system that removes toxins. It's pretty much the true immune system because the immune system or the immunological system, the system that produces certain blood cells like the red blood cells and certain blood cells that fight off infection, that's a small part of the lymphatic system. You feel me? But, so that's when the cancer talk came about and they started sending me to the Tulane Cancer Center in New Orleans, telling me my lymphatic system was damaged, taking my lymph nodes out of my neck, you know what I'm saying, doing biopsies on them, And after like my 9th or 10th visit to seeing this foreign doctor at Tulane Cancer Center, I'm like, fuck that. It got to be a better way. So
Exactly.
that's what initiated it.
That's what's up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So they said you had to get chemo and stuff like that. Did you actually consider doing it, or was it like you were just like, nah, I'm not doing it at all?
I considered it.
Yeah.
Like, I had a million thoughts. That was definitely at the top of it, at the list, but just like my instincts, like it was almost like everything I went through before that prepared me for that. Cause I was like, man, and it just, especially once I got the surgery, I don't know if y'all could see it, and got it removed. Like when I woke up in the bed, I was surrounded by a group of young doctors or people trying to be doctors. And my surgeon brought them in there, giving them a tour. And that's when I woke up, and I just woke up and seen them standing around me. And just like that feeling.
Crazy.
Can't describe it, but it was just like I felt like a fucking experiment.
Shit, wild.
And that's the fuel that led me to my research.
That's crazy.
It's amazing how like you had to go through such a traumatic experience in your life to be able to realize that, because I feel like that's something that I've realized in a way already in my life just by seeing it happen to other people. But then also, in turn feeling the effects myself and how that also comes into play, So, I feel I resonate with a lot of your story because I feel like I really started to pay more attention to what I was consuming, and not just physically, that's a huge part of it, but being able to get more in tune with my spirituality and with myself and my soul and who I truly am, and all of these other aspects. So, emotionally, mentally, in combination with the physical. And what I'm doing, what I'm consuming, through my eyes, through my ears, the people that I hang out around. I feel like all of that really started to come into play with, again, like food and how I can continue to better myself. It's just that was crazy to hear that coming from your mouth, to hear that you had that same disease that my father passed away from, and it's kind of crazy because my father was 52, I believe he was turning 52, and that's like a part of your age where you're literally like halfway through your life, basically, if you will, and you really like start to reevaluate everything, and just like that, that was his time, to process all of that, and then like what his life was, and then just move on. It's just like incredible to see that actually took him, but with you, like, you were in a position in your life where intuitively you knew that you wanted to get out of this, and you had to do what you had to do so, and it was for the better, right? So like literally all rooting back to like your intentions of, okay, like I want to get better, how can I do this? And actually like really working towards it and working on it. It's just crazy to know that you're still here, blessed, to have met you and to hear your story, because I feel like it is something that a lot of people hear and they're like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. But like, that's why I feel like with my career, I've really bubbled it down to connecting my passion for food and my passion for cannabis as both like plant healing medicines, because that's truly what they are. Like Mother Earth provides us with everything that we need to heal ourselves through food and through herbs, not just cannabis, but sea moss and everything that you were naming earlier that I've used to mix my weed, and you guys have seen it before, heard about it before, and it's just like it's just
petals.
them rose petals, the lavender,
It's the mugwort.
it's the mugwort for you. No, but yeah, I was going off on a little bit of a tangent there, y'all, but just crazy,
Cannabis is
just
serious.
nuts, man. The way life is, and like you said to it that one point where you're like it was like it prepared you for it, You know, like I lost my father 2 years ago, and I was having a conversation with my mother earlier, talking about how, like, I had to go through all of that so that life could break me down, so that I could rebuild myself to like what I'm truly meant to be, you know, and be able to like find that. And I'm just like, nuts, man, just amazing. I love it.
Yeah,
It's
honestly.
fucking amazing how the universe really puts you in front of these people
Just
that
got an applause
you
for
need to
Taylor.
be.
I like that one.
Thank you guys, thank you, thank you.
Look at honestly, and again, I literally remember when that happened. 'Cause
Mm.
that was the same week she was coming on the show.
I went on the show the fucking week
literally,
after.
I'm like, I don't think she's gonna be on. I'm like, I can't blame her for it. Literally, I called her. She's like, yeah, so you know, we don't need to play. The hell you mean? Like, your dad just passed away.
I had to, man.
Literally
I had
remember
to.
it, and it's like, honestly, seeing it from then, it's like the way she's going up from it. And it's, honestly, your story too. It's like hearing it, like how you had to go through. He was like, I should probably just get this chemo, but you really did your research and said, nah, I'm not gonna be a guinea pig for all this. Like, I'm just gonna be another person like that. So, like, honestly, it's really dope. Honestly, just hearing that story too. So, because honestly, I feel like a lot of people do need to hear that.
Mhm.
Man, that's a struggle, you know, because just, you know, considering the realities of the world we live in today, like it could be risky, you know. So it's a lot that comes with just broadcasting in general.
Yeah.
But you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Now, I mean, you mentioned CMOS, you know, that's what you kind of started taking. Well, first, you know, just describe what CMOS is and how did you really even like come across it, just to begin with?
Well, I learned about CMOS researching just different herbalists on, I think I was on YouTube, and I saw Dr. Sebi mention it. It's a video that I posted on my Instagram where he's in a gym and he fell on his knees. I think he was like 80, I don't know, 80 something at the time, but he fell, boom, all his body weight straight on his knees. And he was like, CMOS, this is the reason why I fall on my knees like this. I do it every morning, and if they hurt, something's wrong. He talked about the potassium, the zinc, the iodine, all the minerals that it contains. And I was like, damn. Because I had, when I was away, I did a lot of reading on things like the Bible, and you come across stories where they were just in the wilderness and they came across things that was able to sustain them, like Moses and the children of Israel when they found the manna and things like that. And it just made me associate some of these superfoods with these spiritual type realities, and yeah, I just started getting into it, and I found out how they utilize it in the Caribbean as a natural Viagra. And it's just amazing. But to keep things in perspective, it's an algae in the red algae family that feeds off of the stones in the ocean. And it absorbs its nutrients from the rocks in the ocean. So consuming it is just like consuming those stones, because it houses 92 minerals, which boosts our bodily functions. And that was my introduction to it, just hearing Dr. Sebi and different people talk about it.
Drew's just amazed.
I really am
Literally,
amazed. Like,
literally.
that shit is actually really lit to me. How did you come across Dr. Sebi?
Honestly, I had heard a guy talking about him in prison, and I thought this nigga was out of his mind.
Yeah.
Real
Some
talk.
like cult stuff or something.
Yeah, like I was like, Doctor did what? He did what in the Supreme Court? He did. Nah, you know, there was no way to really verify what he was saying, so I was like, alright. But when I came across him again, I'm like, ain't that a bitch?
Yeah,
Full circle.
Yeah.
everything's full circle.
Yeah, and that was my introduction, hearing somebody just mention his name in a conversation. What a lot of other random shit he was talking about, but yeah.
So you're like this was a doctor that was back in the 80s, like he originated in the 80s, or like he was doing his studies in the 80s. When did he start?
Well, according to his words, he was, and he's from Honduras. He was in Honduras at the age of, I think, 20 something, and he was diagnosed as impotent, infertile, and I think some kind of blood-related issue like diabetes or something. And he met a Mexican herbalist, a guy who was traveling through Honduras, and he had a conversation with him, and the guy taught him, like, he said, you're surrounded by it. All you have to do is understand what you're surrounded by and how to extract what it contains. And that was the beginning of it.
Shit. That's crazy.
Yeah. And I've heard that part, like, or like that far into, like, Dr. Sebi, kind of like his journey, or, yeah, it's amazing. It's crazy how really, like,
You putting us on for real.
this shit's like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, for real,
Like,
like,
for real,
like
you
around
really
us,
know.
yeah.
It's the quietest
Yeah.
dude's ever been on a podcast.
That ass. This shit really got my attention, full attention.
Yeah.
That's what's up, though. All right, so you beat all the allegations of having cancer and stuff, and people start seeing like, oh snap, it's starting to work for you. It's how can we do it? How did you start? How did you start your company? How did you start saying, you know what, I should start selling this, but mainly just getting it out to the world or the masses?
Well, I've kind of always been,
That's
So
strawberry.
good.
That's
It's
strawberry.
so good.
That strawberry is different.
Yeah, so it's just about to hit after the.
I'm saving mine for tomorrow, so I gotta save
I
it.
probably should. Probably should too. Pop it in the fridge.
Kayla's gonna go home and drink it all night.
For real though. No, because you know I definitely will.
it's actually 2 days servings. Every 8 ounce has 2 spoons of the gel, which is your daily
Nice.
recommended doses.
Okay.
It's like 2 punch.
Alright.
Nice.
So yeah.
There you go.
Probably just gonna dog the whole thing though.
But what was the question again?
How did you actually start? How did you get into start selling it?
I just, well, honestly, like back in several decades back, I was in the streets, and I was involved in, different types of narcotic. Marijuana is a legal one from they consider this a narcotic.
Yeah.
So I was always familiar with dealing with the people, bagging, weighing, So when I got into herbs, and once I changed my life, and got my craft, which is welding, it was like a side hustle type of thing for me, because I always had the herbs once I understood what it really was. So it was like, why not? And that just kind of progressively and slowly just kept evolving.
That's crazy. Now you say like the sea moss that comes from the bottom of the ocean and on these rocks. One, explain that part, and two, how do you basically extract the sea moss from it? Like, how do you where do you, what part of it are you take? Like how how much of it are you actually using?
Okay, so as far as sea moss literally is several variations of the red algae family and other forms of algae. I was in a beach, I think it's called Second Beach.
In Newport?
Yeah. And I went all the way to the side, and I started walking on the rocks, and I looked down and I saw a bunch of purple sea moss.
Wow.
And I just started getting it, looking at it like, damn, really ponderous crystals growing on the rocks. Potent. So it grows like all the way from the deep, all the way up into the coast, and you could just grab it. When I was in Senegal, it was just washing up on the beach. I was looking like, man, y'all know what this is? They're like, nah, this is bullshit. Like, man, that's bladderwrack and sea moss.
They look at you crazy.
It's the full 102 minerals the body's composed of, just washing up on the beach. You
I
know?
don't even know what they got.
Wow.
They got natural resources literally popping out.
And that's the nature of nature. You know,
Yes.
that's how abundant it is. And that's why it's important to have an abundant mind state, to be in tune with it. But as far as getting it, all you gotta do is, it depends. You want to be a scuba diver, or you want to get it off the coast. If you want to, you know, there's several ways to get it. But the sea moss I offer comes from the Caribbean, because it's a much cleaner water, and it's a lot of constant motion because of the ocean currents coming in the Gulf and spinning out. That's why hurricanes get so intense in the area, because it's, you know, it's a lot of activity.
Yeah.
And it's so warm. You feel me? But yeah.
That's crazy. This is all crazy to hear, yo.
Yeah.
Cause it's literally something different. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is.
Like Keelan said, we talk about all the time how like food is healing for us, but to hear like, yo, you found healing in the ocean,
Literally.
in the Caribbean.
Yup.
Right.
And the ocean's like the most unexplored like place for
Yeah.
real. Like it's like insane. It's like another universe down there for real.
Yeah, it's
Nuts.
70+% of this planet is the ocean, including 70+% of the human body is hydrogen and oxygen, which is water. You know, so yeah.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Stay hydrated, everybody.
Literally.
So do you have a restricted diet? Like, are you pescatarian, anything like that? Vegetarian?
Honestly, I don't know, because in the time we living in, that is so interchangeable, because people just putting their own on, you know, different things. So I'll just explain my understanding of it, and it's just plant-based. And I look at fungus as a plant. I look at fruit as well as vegetables.
Okay.
Plants.
Word.
Work with that.
So that's
Hell yeah.
All right. Look, we don't get back to Mo, but first we gotta get to our word of the day. This is our fifth and final mother sauce. Drew, what's mother sauce?
Espanol, right?
Yeah. I think Espanol is the last
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
That was the last one we did. But today we're going to talk about probably the most popular and well-known one, and you wouldn't even know it's a mother sauce, and that's sauce tomate, which is tomato sauce. Again, these are 5 sauces that were really just made back then by Internet Kareem, who literally just said, yo, these are your bases, make something else out of it, basically. So,
Puttanesca.
exactly. We don't get into that.
well,
Don't get into derivatives already. No.
What was the other one?
Can I explain it first?
There's
Can
one.
I,
Go.
I had
Guys,
to.
can I explain it first? So tomato sauce was most popular, like I just said. So sauce tomate is basically made with like salt belly of pork, onions, bay leaves, tomato puree or fresh tomatoes, rue, garlic, salt, sugar, pepper, and again it was made in the early 20th centuries. So I mean we know it as like just regular tomato sauce, like we make quick.
Probably tastes like
Quaking
shit back then.
But yeah,
The original recipe sound butt.
exactly. So like it's just, but
I
again,
mean, I don't know, cause the spices could have been stronger.
this is also true.
Oh no. I'm
Like everything
thinking-
was more fresher, you know.
Yeah, that is true. And there wasn't a lot of processed shit, but I feel like it still would have tasted a little different.
Exactly.
Still like shit.
So derivatives of sauce tomato sauce, like Drew said already, puttanesca. What's puttanesca?
What is it, like the slut sauce or
It
something?
is like
Yeah.
like the horse sauce.
Horse sauce.
It's like basically like whatever you got left over. So it's like
Sloppy shit.
it's like Yeah, it's like olives.
They throw anything in that shit.
Literally,
It's good though.
it's crazy.
It's good. The horse sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the leftover veggies, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like literally whatever we got, just throw it in
Yeah.
there.
That has all the leftovers.
Sauce Portuguese is parsley, concassé tomatoes, which is basically like tomatoes that's boiled like for like 10 seconds and chopped. Garlic, salt, sugar, meat glaze. I don't know what the hell that is, honestly.
Meat glaze?
Yeah.
Hey yo, it's a button.
Hey, yo,
Hit the button.
Jimmy, hit that
I
button, bro.
know.
'cause, like,
I heard it on myself.
Man
Got
said
shrimp.
meat glaze.
Yeah, so when you concassate tomatoes, basically like, you're basically kind of like getting like the skin off the tomatoes.
Right.
So it's like you want to have like boiling water like rapid already. So like you basically just put it into the water like quick 10 seconds.
You gotta
That's all you need.
score it. You gotta
You
score
gotta
it.
score the bottom.
Score the bottom real
Drop it
quick.
in real
And you
quick.
put it into the water, 10 seconds. You take it out, put it into an ice bath, and once it's cool off, you can kind of chop it up basically. If you go any longer, it's just gonna be mushy, so you can't really use it, or you shouldn't really use it basically. Sauce Nervese, it's garlic and chopped herbs. Algerian, it's green and red peppers. And sauce Provençale, or I don't know how to say it. It's chicken broth, butter, garlic, lemon juice, and herbs de Provence, basically.
Okay.
Those are the ones I've seen and stuff. Kayla.
Wow, I see. I have a whole
It's-
list of a
I
bunch
know
of
you do.
different ones.
Again, tomato sauce
Okay.
is the most well-known
Yup,
one.
I've got some more. So Creole, onion, celery, garlic, pepper, thyme, and cayenne. Spanish, Creole,
You heard of that sauce before? Say it again.
Creole.
Yeah, say it.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Onion, celery, garlic, pepper, thyme, cayenne.
Oh yeah, that's a New Orleans. That's a New Orleans mix right there.
There you go. There you go.
Yup. Up next, Spanish, Creole sauce with mushrooms and chives, or I lied, olives. Sorry. Milanese, mushrooms, butter, and ham. It says.
Milanese sauce,
Yeah.
mushrooms, butter.
Butter and ham.
What the?
That's why I'm like. That's why I said it like that. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was kind of.
It's tomato sauce. Again, you can do
Right,
anything.
I guess.
Marinara is like a remedy.
Napolitan, garlic, olives, anchovy, capers, and then bolognese. So pork,
Bolognese,
meat,
fries.
red wine,
Bolo.
or red
I
oregano.
love being nice. No, I mean
Yo.
some bolognese.
Yo,
Throw that
good
shit. Put that shit on the
bolognese.
menu, yo.
Yes.
Bolo.
No facts. That's facts. That
Stop
shit
playing.
hits.
No cap.
But yeah, so many different ones. Well, like even with the Spanish one, like it reminded me. I mean, basically, like when I'm cooking, sometimes I'll do like sofrito, and then I'll do like it's like with tomatoes and everything else. You know that it tastes, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like mine's a little different. Like mine's like, well, even then, like
If yours was a little
I
different,
use
why
two
would you
different
even-
ones,
why would
if you
even
will.
mention it?
Cause like, alright, so basically what I'm going with this is like, the Colombian one is like, I only make it with, it's just tomatoes with and green onions, olive oil, and then I put like sazon and some
Okay.
salt in there.
Alright.
But then like my Puerto Rican one is like, you got the peppers, the white onions or red onions, you know, like all of these other things in there. You know what I mean? So
Which
it's
one
just
do you
like,
make more?
I mean, it depends.
Which one do you make more?
I guess the Colombian one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, why not the Puerto Rican one?
Because usually, well, I mean, I do sometimes. I just freeze that one in smaller quantities, and I feel like I just kind of go through it a little faster, and then when I make it again, like I'll just make a little extra and I freeze it again.
Yeah, of course.
Whereas like my mom, cause like my mom can't really eat peppers, so it's only me, right? So it's like when I'm cooking these things, but then like she always needs to have like her Colombian one on hand. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's why like it's
Most
always at the crib.
Colombian, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, well look, ladies and gentlemen, that is our fifth and
Yeah.
final mother sauce. It's been a nice little series.
I
you know
like
what I'm
that,
saying? Nice little
Ricky.
conversation.
I like that.
That was a
Yeah.
nice one. What is
I
your
was
next
actually, that
series?
was good.
I'm probably gonna do like nappes and like slurries and stuff like that. Something I can kind of help your thicken your sauces out and stuff like that, or how to things like that.
slurs?
Slurry.
Oh,
Don't play me. Don't play me.
trying to get you canceled.
I know you are. Do you see this? This is what we go through every week, week in, week out.
thought he said slurs. I was like, what?
No.
Okay, John.
No, I'm gonna continue with some sauce things, but things to kind of help your sauce is what I mean.
Okay.
So
Like some more like tips and tricks, if you will.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
kind of continue on that path before I get into some other things.
Okay.
But yeah, that's our word of the day. Drew,
Nice. Like that.
what is our word on the street?
Okay. So, first off, I want to talk about, thank you, Lil Jon, by the way. Can't forget about Lil Jon. First, I want to talk about what the hell was going on last week with the Canada fires, bro.
The world is so mad at us. She's so mad. Mother Earth is literally revenging on
What
us.
was going on with that shit? And then on top of that, there were fires in Jersey, too.
Was it?
Yeah, there were fires in Jersey, bro, that broke out wildfires.
Wow.
The same ones that, like, same type shit that
Just
broke out
spread
in
across.
Canada. It didn't spread across, it just broke out. Just happened to happen in Jersey. Like,
But
my mom's telling me, she's like, bro, my mom's so exaggerating, bro, I love her, bro. But she said she went to sleep and then she woke up, let out the dog, looked up, and everything was orange. And I was like, okay, and then she was like, I smelt something, it smelled like it was burning, so I told Purpose to close all the windows and shut all the doors and so we don't breathe in all that stuff. And I was like, that's a good idea because that shit was like really burning. It was like a forest fire. Grace, the day of the forest fire breakout, she said she was out smoking, of course, walking around the neighborhood. And then all of a sudden she got violently ill, she tells me. She's like, I got violently ill, started throwing up and shit. And I started smelling nothing but smoke. And then the next, she went to sleep, woke up, and then everything was orange. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on?
the
Like,
fuck?
Yeah, I was just in New York. I was in New York this past weekend and the following weekend. And it depends on who you ask, but shit, word on the street in New York is some strange things for
that ass.
Like,
Something
and I had people like
Something
the
right.
second,
Something ain't right,
the
bro.
second weekend, the host of the event, she came to my table and she was like, man, I need something. Like, here, gave her one of the mango and ginger sea moss juices. And she was like, man, I've
Try
been
that one
fucked
now.
up. And she said, I've been fucked up ever since that shit kicked off.
I don't think it's no forest fires. I ain't even gonna lie. Cause I seen TikToks, and you know TikToks make parodies of everything, bro. Everything. But there's this one TikTok, and it was this dude in New York, and he was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Blah, 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 with the sky. And they were like, yo, like, it's not a forest fire, it's the government, bro. And I was like, alright, what the fuck are they gonna sit there and say? And they were like, yo, you know how many times forest fires broke out in Cali, and you ain't never heard nobody in Las Vegas talking about why the sky orange.
Bro. Why is
That's
it
a
orange
fact.
out here?
Yeah, that was that never occurred like that ever.
That's a fact.
That is a fucking fact.
And when I heard that shit, I was like, something's not right, bro.
That's facts.
Niggas getting sick, straight up off of just smelling the shit, bro. And we talking about Canada, bro. How they getting that shit? Okay, I understand. How they getting in New York and Jersey and shit, but they not getting it up through here.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
I ain't smelling shit. I ain't see nothing.
That's
So
what I was
I'm
like,
chilling, like.
I was like, I mean, I always think we were like above New York, so I was like, how the hell we didn't get it before them? And
I'm gonna keep it real. It did happen out here, and I remember because they were saying that the air quality was very low, and this was like.
Now, I did get an
before.
emergency, yeah, and I did get an emergency thing on that.
But it wasn't nothing serious, and I looked outside. I'm like, damn, it's a little foggy.
Yeah, no facts though, same because I was driving. I remember that day before, I think, when everybody was like, oh my god, it's gonna be like horrible. I was like, yo, wait a minute, what's going on? And I was driving and I was like, yo, it looks mad fucking like foggy, just like cloudy, like eerie kind of like, I was like
Silent Hill type shit.
But like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah.
No, I was doing Uber and I'm driving. I'm like, bro, why does the sky look like this right now? Like the sun is like it's sunny, but it's not breaking through.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, it's mad muggy. It's like humid right now. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, it's just like.
When was this?
This was like last Monday, honestly, it was like the last 2. It was the last 2 weeks. It was like
It was
Monday,
before
Tuesday.
all that New Year. It was before
It was-
Canada stuff. I think it was something like
Before
that.
the Canada shit.
Right before, and then that happened. I was, damn.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think it was no Canada shit for us. It was probably just bad fog. Feel me? Y'all got sick that day?
I ain't gonna lie. When I don't know if it was my mind playing tricks on me, but when I saw it, and then when my homegirl Rocky, she said, "Man, be careful because they say the air quality." Then I felt a little scratch in my throat. I don't know if it was my mind playing tricks or what.
Just because you're here now, you're like, wait a minute, yeah, wow,
Right.
I ain't feeling so good.
Yeah.
I feel that.
But it went away. But I don't know. That's some real shit going on.
Yeah, man, I ain't fucking.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That government trying to. There's too many motherfuckers in New York.
Dead
That's why they release that shit.
No, but the way that they already fucking exterminate outside in the streets, like on these fucking big ass tank trucks, like that shit's nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
That's very true.
Were you in NOLA when Katrina happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was fucked up.
Man, it was the end of the world. Like a wave of water. Just imagine like 6 or 7 feet of water. We sitting in the podcast and just water. Snakes start coming through. This murky water.
That's crazy.
Fish, catfish, turtles.
You like what the fuck?
Oh man.
So how did you get evacuated? Y'all got out by helicopter or y'all did before all that shit got bad?
How old were you when that happened?
Yeah, hold up. One question at a time.
I'm sorry.
How you gonna jump before you go?
You know,
where you when
it's very rare you have
Like,
questions,
what
so I'm like, I'm excited. I'm sorry.
How old were you when? Just hold the fuck up.
Well, I was 17.
See, you answered my first email. So.
What was your question?
So I said, how did you get evacuated? Did you dip before it like got bad? And
Oh
they
no,
had to send the
I was
helicopters?
stuck. I was stuck in there,
Alright,
and
right.
I got bussed out to Florida 8 days later. But I was there, like when
You
the
was-
levees.
You was stranded 8 days,
Yeah.
surviving.
Yeah.
Everybody in the neighborhood swimming.
Not everybody, just in certain parts, because you got to keep in mind, New Orleans is called the Crescent City because it's literally in the shape of a crescent. So the city sits in a bowl. That's why it floods so much, because when the water comes in, it has no way out. But it's bad, it's worse in certain parts, and especially in the ninth wall. And it's so low that it takes a lot of water from other places because it's so low. That's why they had 20 feet of water. And in certain parts, like the 7th wall, we had like 3, 5, 6.
You from the 7th Ward?
Yeah, originally.
That's what.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of people were stuck. It was no power. Everybody was looting. And New Orleans is a city that has a reputation for just being like when it's a party. It has a lot of extremes. The party scene as well as every other scene. So once everything went out, it was just everything was just out. It was wild.
When did y'all go back?
Probably like I made it back a month later.
They cleared everything out in a month?
Nah, not everything. Certain parts is still being repaired to this day, but other parts like the
Higher end.
yeah, you know the political parts like the French Quarters, Canal Street. You know that's the tourists.
So they need to build that up.
Every
Spend
time it's gonna
money
make
to
money.
pay everything else. Yeah. I already feel that. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, you've been through a lot. That shit.
Yeah, man.
You like Florida or no?
Yeah, I love Florida. Florida's cool.
Yeah.
I like Florida.
Where do you usually go if you were to go to Florida?
I don't frequent Florida, but like Pensacola, you know, anywhere along the water.
Yeah, where
You like
you been Been to the Everglades and shit?
Nah.
No.
Oh,
What about Georgia?
Yeah, that's my shit. That's Atlanta.
You went to the Okefenokee swamp?
No, I missed out.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. They got a swamp out there. I never went. I just knew about it. My parents was like, "Yo, we're gonna go on a tour." I was like, "Fuck that." I'll go. But yeah. Yeah, Georgia. Shout out Georgia. I'm a Georgia baby too.
We know.
Can't lie. Can't
We
lie.
know.
But yeah. Shout out Georgia.
That's the end of your word on the street.
No, I actually had a.
That shit sounds good.
I was like, what?
Same though. I was like, the fuck?
Everybody shot right
Now he's about to get shot.
Backs away.
But yeah. So again, I just wanted to relate this all back to food, and I know you are from NOLA, so I wanted to ask you just if you've tried some of these historic restaurants that are in New Orleans. Cafe du Monde.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what do you usually order if you were to go there?
Well, when I was frequenting Cafe du Monde often, Cafe du Monde is known and famous for their beignets, as well as their
That was
coffee.
the episode. That's what we made on our episode.
Mhm.
Yeah. Into me.
So if anyone were to try out Cafe du Monde, I would recommend the beignets. They're gonna cook them fresh, and they put them in a bag, a white paper bag that has the powdered sugar in the bottom. So once you get it, you just shake it up and just go to work.
Yes. All right, word. I got another one. Central Grocery Company. You ever heard of that one?
That's a new one.
Yeah, they have a sandwich called the muffaletta, and it feeds like a family of 4. It's a big ass Italian sub.
Muffaladas are
Muffalata,
definitely
muffalata.
they are definitely popular. There's a lot of restaurants in the French Quarter. They have muffaladas like in their windows on display, like big long ass sandwich.
It's like we got food.
That's crazy.
It's like 6 feet long.
And yeah, I have Giacomo's. What is that? Giacomo's?
Jacques. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jacques is that's like a French thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Giacomo's. I haven't heard of that restaurant. Let's see
It spelled like Jacques.
Oh, Jacques. Giacomo's. Yeah.
Is it Jacques? What? Have you heard of a restaurant called Jacques?
No, I haven't.
Oh. Alright, word. But yeah, any also I just put on like to just put us on to any local spots that you know of that either from your childhood or anything that's super fire out there.
All right. Ital Garden. Ital is like a Rastafarian related term. But Ital Garden is owned by one of my homeboys I know. His name is Rob. He's a chef. And it's a vegan restaurant, but he puts a plant-based spin on New Orleans foods. So you can go in there and get your vegan gumbo. You go in there and get your vegan crab cakes. You can go in there and get your vegan shrimp po' boy.
That shit's fire too.
Fried
It's like,
oyster mushrooms. Feel me?
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds
but,
Hell yeah.
alright, any more?
Also, the Vegan Snack Shack, which is also owned by one of my homeboys, shout out to Vegan Snack Shack, Uptown. They open 24 hours a day. So if you in New Orleans, you partying, you out, you in the quad, 3, 4 in the morning, just Google Vegan Snack Shack, place your order, and head uptown, and they gonna get you right.
Wow.
They
That's
have-
amazing.
They have things like the walnut burger. They make the patties out of walnut meat with the Cajun seasoning. They got the quinoa jambalaya. Yeah, pretty good.
Sounds
I
fire.
have a question. Are you a Saints fan?
Yeah, you
My man.
Yeah.
You're not. He
I ain't
hesitated.
gonna diss on. I ain't gonna diss on.
Hold on. So, do you watch football? Are you into it a lot?
Not too much, but when I get the opportunity, I ain't got nothing against it.
You said you root for the Saints?
He just said that.
I mean, he hesitated though. He kind of hesitated.
He just said
But
that.
he said, oh.
Yeah,
I dapped him up, yo. So he's already solidified. Okay.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm dead.
All right.
Yeah, but what the fuck?
Why do you have two screens in your pocket?
I have no idea. I don't know where this
Call that
is.
shit out.
Anyway, yeah. So that concludes my word on the street for real. For our
Wait,
guys.
there's another one you said you're not. You
What?
said he's gonna sit. Ask me the question.
Oh, what you know about bounce music, bro?
I know a great deal about bounce music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put us on. Where does that originate from? Tell the people what bounce music is actually.
All right. Bounce music is a genre of music that originates in New Orleans. And it's a fusion of a lot of different cultures in music. House music, it's up tempo, it's a dance music.
Not Jersey club music, right? Not totally different.
Nah, house music is a fusion of West African music, Caribbean music, Creole music, and it's repetitive. It's a form of music that's like it just naturally,
Gets you bobbing,
Yeah.
bouncing.
it's that vibration at the body. It resonates, and that's why it's easy for women to dance to it, men, women, but yeah, it's like a dance.
Wanted you to feel at home, feel me? Like ask you about some NOLA questions. Feel me? I did my research.
Yes,
You
sir.
like Young Boy?
Who?
No. Young Boy? NBA Young Boy?
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
my guy, yo.
Yeah. I ain't got nothing against him. Outside a lot of that controversial stuff, I don't, because I be in Baton Rouge, and I know I run with a lot of people in Baton Rouge, and it's a lot of stuff tied to the controversial side of it. But outside of that, I definitely respect his persistence, his entrepreneurship, his creativity, and
Is he from? He's from New Orleans.
Yeah.
he's from Baton Rouge,
Baton Rouge.
which is about 30, 45 minutes. You can just jump on I-10 straight up.
They're from like Memphis or something. But they said they was.
Moneybag Yo is from
I
Memphis.
know Moneybag's from Memphis, but I don't know why they keep saying he's from Memphis too. I don't know.
What are we just talking about, bro?
I don't.
What's your rapper,
I don't.
bro?
I don't listen to him. I don't listen to him. The only thing is I hear it's separated inside my city.
Yeah, you got Tootsie Roll, nigga.
Get white, really. All right, that's the word on the street.
That is the word on the street. And thank you, Lil John.
Let's get right back into it. So you got your company. You do your. Look at you.
I fucking can't with you guys.
So you're doing your CMOS and everything. Now there's a lot of people who do CMOS as well. Have you connected with other people who selling it, or like you try to partner up with anybody? You kind of stay to yourself.
Nah, honestly, I have connected with a lot of people in the local area as well. Some established businesses that have been there for some time. Business being business, it's not always
Competition.
appropriate. No. What I'm saying, it's not always appropriate to, expose all the intricate details about who and things like that. But I partnered with a lot of people in the area that get raw CMOS from me, wholesale, 16-ounce, 32-ounce jars with no labels. They do their own thing. I'm saying with it. Yeah.
Plug.
Nice.
I mean, I wouldn't say all that, but
But CMOS, hell yeah!
So So is there different applications to CMOS? So I see you can obviously utilize it as a gel, right?
Correct.
And then what are some other ways that you can use it? Can you
That's
use
a
dried
great question.
CMOS or like,
CMOS is very versatile because it houses such a wealth of minerals, and our bodies being what they are, our bodies can absorb it from the outside through our pores, through our tissues, straight into our circulatory system and circulate through our blood to be distributed throughout our entire bodies. We could take it orally. We can take things through our eyes, foot soaks. So it's a lot of different ways for you to ingest what sea moss and a lot of other herbs has to offer.
okay. Alright, that's what's up.
Mhm.
You got any question?
Wow. I mean, just like your process in itself, how long ago did you actually like, decide to, alright, let me just like file my LLC, make this a business, you know what I mean? Like start figuring out, that more entrepreneurial aspect of it, right?
That's a good question. Well, I started taking it serious. I had sort of a trial run with a farming business that I called Your Africa.
You are Africa?
Your Africa.
You're Africa. Okay.
Yeah. And I went into that business with a partner. I didn't have any experience. They didn't have any experience. So during that process, we learned a lot of valuable lessons that we're both grateful for. So after that, it was just like, all right, let me try to revamp and kind of recreate this from a more in-depth, more knowledgeable aspect. And of course, filing the LLC, it kind of opened up a lot of different doors that were closed when I was doing business otherwise. And I just stuck with it. And I've had people to help me along the way. I've just observed people and learned a lot just by watching people that didn't, have that amount of communication with me. Just getting out of
Word. Do you remember when I sent you that gig? I forgot what it was. It was something.
Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go to it?
Did I go to? I don't think I made it to that.
Did you? But you were at a fashion show not too long ago, right?
That was the one in New York.
All right. Yeah. Talk about that. What was that? What were you doing?
All right, so it was pretty much like a pop-up shop, a fashion show, and like a networking party style event. And I partnered with a brand out there called LLBOB. Some dope entrepreneurs out there in Brooklyn, and they let me be a part of their event. I didn't even know it was gonna be a fashion show. But luckily I had some jackets that I had brought back from Senegal with me when I came back in February that were hand sewn by my family. You can find them on my website, theafricanpipeline.com. And once the curators let me know that it's fashion, I'm like, damn, well, I got some jackets.
Like, what's up?
Say less.
Yeah,
They in clutch.
right. They had models on hand. You can check on my Instagram as well, the African Pipeline, at the African Pipeline. Got footage of the models and stuff like that. It was just a dope experience. But most importantly, I was able to network.
And that's what it's all about. Right? At the end of the day.
Your network is
It's all
your
about that.
network.
You said what?
Your network is your network.
Say it one more time.
Your network is your net worth.
Talk to him.
Yes, sir.
What's up? How'd you come up with the name African Pipeline?
Well, the African pipeline, I see a pipeline as something that connects 2 points or 2 ends, allowing something to flow through beneficial, a resource. And my heritage, my father being from West Africa, I take a lot of pride in that heritage. Also, I am a welder. I'm not a weld pipe. So a lot of things a lot of factors went into naming that. Boy, I just see myself as a conduit that valuable resources can flow through. And that's why I chose the name African Pipe.
So that's
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Dope as hell.
So I mean, again, you was at Kayla's event, you was at my event, and we went through a lot of pop-up shops. Do you have any in the works for yourself, like just maybe throwing one with other businesses or anything, or do you have any that you used to be like, hey, I'm just gonna pop up there myself?
Right. Yeah, I do have a lot of things in the making. I have some very special in the making for this area. I've been getting a lot of love since I've been here. So I do have some I'm working on real big as to reciprocate that love to this area and to amplify it. But outside of that, I do have several events. I have an event tomorrow at the let's see. I have an event tomorrow on Dyer Street.
Dyer
Dyer
Ave and Cranston?
Yeah.
Okay.
That it's the Black Business Expo on Dyer Ave at the District Hall on the 2nd floor, and it's a Juneteenth related event with a lot of culturally based businesses that can honor me. I'll have that Thursday. Saturday, I'm doing anti-robot with my good friends, the anti-robot club, Ross Spocker,
Hell yeah.
and Spock and friends, Ross Spock. Sunday, I will be in Roger Williams Park for the Juneteenth Festival.
Are you gonna be there?
I'm out there for
Nice. That's a good look.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate that. So be looking for me out there at Roger Williams Park, networking with the people. And just be looking for more and more events to be announced, because I definitely appreciate the support that I've been getting since arriving here, and I just want to build upon that.
I mean, you say since arriving here, do you stay in the Rhode Island area or are you in Massachusetts?
Now, I live in Providence.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. I live in Providence. I've been here for about a little under 2 years. So yeah, I've had enough time to really kind of tap into the community, the network. Yeah, man, it's beautiful.
That is super dope. I feel like I've been meeting a lot of new entrepreneurs who are kind of like in this area, or like starting to pop out in this area, like being born and raised in this area. It's just like amazing to be able to share that growing experience, with other people from other places, because it's just like it proves my point that like Providence is really such a melting pot, like if not honestly the biggest, because it's so small. You know what I mean? So everybody is so much more connected, if you will, right? It's just nuts, but hell yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's dope, and it is a very close knit. This has been my observation. It's a major metropolitan city, but it has a very close knit community. Because if you just look at it, and if you look at it through the scope of social media, it's a lot of the same people in the same circles that have a lot of the same connections. So that's dope.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's exactly that. It's, small people that kind of stay in that same group as. I think what we do, what Kayla does, what Drew's doing, with Marlon, honestly, what you're doing, and like what we do is stuff like. It's like if we get into circles and kind of branch everything out to everyone. Now it's like now everyone's seeing it. Now everyone's really more involved. So I mean, I mean, again, that's why we always try to do pop-up shops. That's why we try to do a lot of different things with different people, you know what I mean? So, I mean, again, just going back to Mother's Day, having you there, one, opened my eyes to see malls and see how big it is, and honestly, how bigger it's even growing to this day. And then two, just to see like so many different people from different backgrounds, different cultures and stuff like that, just kind of interact with each other all the time. It's like this is what we strive for every day. So, but yeah, guys, you guys got any other questions?
My last question is, what's the end goal for African Pipeline?
Here we go.
Nice.
Well, theoretically, pipelines never end.
Talk your shit.
tough.
Oh,
That
yeah.
However,
It's on the set.
however, as far as goals and aspirations, is honestly to just fulfill my purpose through the African Pipeline and continue to be an usher in this growth. And to continue to connect with people, branching off, which is also the nature of a pipeline, you know. Keep it going, keep evolving.
I like that answer. That's a good ass answer.
I like that too.
Fuck with that.
Okay, we got anything else?
No, I think, yeah.
Y'all can't follow up with that fire ass question.
That was a good
What
one.
are you
Give me
talking
some. Give me some. Give me some. That was a good one.
I do good.
It's the first time in 26 episodes, goddamn.
This guy. This guy.
Tag.
Oh, too much Cayman Jack over there.
Oh, man.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap it up right there, you know what I'm saying?
We're not doing rapid round?
You wanna go wrap around?
Yeah, real quick. Oh,
Let's
that's
go wrap around.
I asked all my questions.
I'll start.
Wrap it around, we're gonna throw a few questions at you, each of us, and you just answer as fast as you can.
So y'all all keep throwing them at me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not at
yeah.
once though. Not at
Oh,
once.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna start. What's your favorite holiday?
Juneteenth.
Nice.
That's the first, for real. That's the
Yeah.
first I've ever heard of that. What was it before Juneteenth was even a holiday?
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yo.
Best place you visited?
Senegal, West Africa.
You need to get out there, you know.
One place that you want to visit.
Mecca, Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Invisibility or super strength?
Invisibility.
Alright.
Damn.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Coconut.
Alright, word. That's different.
Okay.
Never heard of that.
That's different.
I thought it was
Damn, you got a question or what? It's rapid round. Let's ask him a question.
Favorite artist?
Myself. I do music too.
Whoa! Alright. So what kind of music do you do?
I'm a poet, but some call it hip hop.
Okay, alright. So you know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling like a little freestyle.
You should have never said
You should have gone.
See,
I
now
don't know about you, but
I do music.
on this show, we love freestyles. We are big advocates for freestyles. And if you can rap, if you can't, shit, we don't care. We just want to hear it. You feel me? So like, you say you're a poet. Let's get an instrumental on for the man. Come on, somebody. Come on, Nas.
Wait, he's a poet.
He's a poet. He's a rapper.
Let him get a little
Call it
poetry.
hip hop. That's rap, bro.
I mean, poetry. You do.
Slam poetry. Slam poetry is fire, bro.
Poetry is fire.
You do slam?
No, it's done.
Slam poetry? I don't even know what it is, but it's fire. Like,
It's just poetry set.
no. There's a definition to everything.
This guy. See, this is what you should never said.
You
You
over here
do music.
saying poetry.
Just
like you don't know what it
because
is.
we've had
Are
a
you
few
gonna
artists
pull
on
up an
here,
instrumental?
and we'd be like, all right, well now you got to freestyle because
I got a good one.
Doesn't want to do an instrumental.
our
I don't have a good one.
our resident
Instrumental.
DJ doesn't have.
You can't pull up an instrumental on there?
No, it's recording still.
You better pull that shit up on your phone.
What's wrong with you?
If it's what you want, no. You asked for it.
Alright, a poetry slam is a competitive art event in which poets perform spoken word poetry before a live audience and a panel of judges. So it's pretty much like a rap battle almost, like slam poetry.
I've never done that.
So like, yeah, that shit go hard. Like the URL battles. Oh my god. Like you ever watch those, the rap battles and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, like URL smack. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yo, you go hard, man. Stop playing.
I've never done it, but yeah,
You
you
seen
should
it.
do it.
Yeah.
Favorite URL artist.
Huh?
Favorite URL rap battle.
I'd have
New
to
Jersey
say,
twerk.
It's a female. Her name was Lady Luck.
What? You like Lady Luck? She was fire though. No bullshit. She was
Okay.
fire. You still getting this instrumental?
Him
I
and
think I got one.
You got one?
A drill one?
You can rap to drill? You fuck with drill?
Mike.
Alright. Shit, you gonna fuck with it today. Let's go. I'm not feeling that one.
Yeah,
I messed it up.
Actually, let's give him a balanced instrumental. How about
Please
that?
don't give me a phone.
Yo.
our resident DJ, Young Nas over there.
Dead ass. I was asking him to play an instrumental. He's like, I don't have any instrumentals.
He's still getting his music up, alright? He's still new. Like,
What do you mean? He's the DJ. We need this on spot.
he's gotta get his mix ready.
I pipeline like these niggas on me on the spot.
Deadass.
Fuck. I can fuck with it. I fuck with that. Yo, shout out Nas, yo. Shout out Nas for the instrumental. Yeah.
Go, Juice, you started off first.
African pipeline on the
Drew started off first.
African pipeline on the fucking beat. Word on the motherfucking street. Yeah.
Mixing
Stop playing.
podcast.
Mixing pot podcast exclusive. Damn, son, where'd you find that? Feel me?
Yo,
Alright,
Drew.
you getting on it? Let's
I'll
go.
let you go first.
Drew, you started off first.
I got start. Alright. Hey. It's your. Oh, okay, hold on. Fuck. I wasn't planning on starting an instrumental. I wasn't planning on freestyling.
Nah, you got caught. Alright, bro. You got caught.
They got you in the mix.
Dead ass.
Alright, you ready to go?
Fuck it. That's a good tactic though. That's what the other people gonna start using that shit. We gotta cut your ass out. We gotta cut that out when you did that.
Yeah.
Alright. Yo. Monkey, funky. You look like a donkey. Hey, yo. Out here in Tribeca. My boy said he wanna go to Mecca. Taking flights all day and all night. Shit. Got the motherfucking red eye. Shit. I got the dead eye pointing at you.
Yo, Caleb's facing. What? Caleb's talking about?
Taylor's like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Alright, you gotta go now. You gotta go
I need
now.
another beat.
He need another beat. See, I need another beat too.
What type of
I'm
beat?
not rapping.
What type of beat?
I can't.
I can't
stand
do
Drew. I cannot stand. Oh my god, wildin' out, bro.
Drew's horrible freestyle is the episode of this. The name of the episode.
26, yeah.
Drew's freshman
horrible.
freestyle.
Fresh Prince.
This nigga's gonna put the last instrumental on.
Yo, you not helping, buddy? That terrible freestyle. No, freestyle.
My fault.
Why you look at me when you said monkey?
Because
You know.
first thing that came to mind.
Yo, first of all, Funk Flex was here on Friday at Jet Set. Bro, he blends and transitions effortlessly.
Yeah.
Yo, it's too easy.
You saw God. You saw a legend.
Bro, it was dope.
Oh yeah.
It was dope in there. Shout out to Funk Flex.
Hold up, fucking boss. That nigga is
Yeah,
hilarious.
I talked to
We're gonna skip the freestyle.
Yeah,
we gonna go
Our
deep.
DJ is not on it. Like,
Yeah,
I DJ music, not instrumentals, buddy.
oh, I'm sorry.
He's still
I
learning.
got your
man.
next door on them. Next time.
That was a good cop out though. For real.
He said, "Yeah, you go first. Just so I gotta go."
The art of peer pressure is strong around here, and you somehow eluded it.
Oh man, alright y'all. Look,
Yeah.
let's get out of here. African Pipeline Mo, thank you for being on again. We appreciate it. Thanks for sharing your story. Again, it's a great story, and honestly, bro, just keep spreading it around because it's catching on already, but it's just gonna grow like a wildfire. No pun intended. So, let them know where they can find you at, where they can buy your products, and honestly where they can see you at any pop-ups.
Yes, sir. Again, I am based in the Rhode Island area. I'm also based in the Louisiana area. We have partners out there doing the herbal remedies. But we have several events planned in the New England area, in the New York area. Keep up with us on social media. Our Instagram is at The African Pipeline. You can find us on the gram. You can also check out our website, www.theafricanpipeline.com. We have all our products, we have information, we have consultation options. If you have questions, concerns, if you have any issues, if you want to just get knowledge about herbalism, preparation, storage, anything holistic related, just reach out. You can also DM us. You can email us at theafricanpipeline@gmail. Also be looking out for some events we have again Thursday in Providence, Saturday at Farm Fresh with Anti-Robot. Sunday we're gonna be in Roger Williams Park, out there in the sun, getting it, vibing with the people. So yeah.
How many employees you got on payroll?
None.
There you go. That's all you
Talk
need.
your shit.
I ain't got nobody on payroll either.
However,
Yeah, we
we're
know.
always open to partnerships. We're always open to, if you just reach out, if you're interested in partnering, whatever, we're always down to collaborate in any type of way. Yeah. And we definitely encourage all the up and coming holistic trappers, whatever lane you in, you're a chef, if you out here trapping it, however you doing it, reach out. We got wholesale, we got knowledge. Yeah.
I like how you framed it.
Oh, yeah.
Holistic trappers. I like that.
Good
Drew?
And no, we do not want your OnlyFans, right?
Don't get dead, bro.
But anyway, you can find me on IG at I love you Drew. I_love you Drew.
Hey, look at me for looking at the camera.
I'm looking at the camera. What are you talking about? It's only 4K. Anyway, and then you can find me at Second Human on Instagram. And you can find me at On the Mixing Pot Podcast here with my wonderful, wonderful friends and our lovely guests today. They're always cool people that are always coming by, great vibes, you know, we smoking good all the time, drinking good, so like, you know, keeping the vibes up. You can catch me on this guy's show too, over here, the Chef Tariq Show.
What's it called?
The Chef Tariq Show.
No, what's the actual name?
The Chef Tariq Show.
Mixing it up with Chef Tariq.
Yeah, the Chef Tariq Show.
Kayla?
and yeah, that's about it. Kayla, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram and TikTok at soya_Kayla, GOE_KEYLA. You can also find me on Instagram at liquidgold, at liquid_GLD. Of course, here on the Mixing Pot Podcast every week. My wonderful friends, we've got a lot of amazing people coming through.
She's just gonna copy what I just said.
Of course. Duh.
Like, we really don't do that.
Of course. And yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of things in the works. I actually toured this past weekend a venue that we're gonna be using for a jazz dinner, which, you know, I'm definitely gonna pass along some information to you guys because it's definitely very interesting.
Where is that?
It's gonna be in Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yes, so it's gonna be an infused paired educational dinner on prohibition, jazz, just all of that. What else?
The menu,
Yeah.
the menu
Yeah.
was ridiculous.
Menu,
fire, too.
yeah, hell yeah. I'm actually recipe testing for it this weekend coming up with the chef. His name is Peter. He actually sponsored my event last month, which is fucking awesome, but he wasn't here so he couldn't like go to
What
it.
was it, like 130 a plate?
A little bit, maybe
Like
higher
a-
than that.
it's
Yeah,
like a-
depends. Yeah, depends. We're
It's
still
an
like in the
elegant
works.
party, you can't just walk
Yeah.
up in there, feel me? Like,
Yeah, no, it's up there.
all black
Yeah.
attire, or what would we talking?
Like Wolf Clippo, like the polo
Oh, like 1920s
party
shit?
type. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
But yeah, that's pretty much just things in the works, y'all. You see us everywhere.
Alright. You guys can find me at chefstreak.co on Instagram and TikTok. ChefTreak401 on Facebook, ChefTreak YouTube. Mixing up with ChefTreak every Sunday at 11 a.m. We got DJ Young Nas on the show this week.
Okay.
We're making oxtails this week.
Yes, sir.
Real oxtail?
Yeah.
I don't know, them vegan oxtails.
The vegan
bro. I've been
oxtails we
wanting
had on the
them,
show
bro.
last time were fire.
Oh my god.
Shout out to Chef Sada.
I would
You know
never
Chef
go
Sada?
back.
You got to plug in.
Vegan oxtails?
Vegan chef out here.
Yeah, that
Fire.
Right away.
Vegan oxtail, bro. You would have thought it was oxtail.
Definitely. But yeah, we're gonna try some oxtails this week. Here on the Mixing Pot Podcast, every Wednesday on Twitch at night, and then Fridays on YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, and also some breaking news that we broke on Sunday as well. But what?
Breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news.
What the hell are you talking about?
I will be running the kitchen at Red Lounge starting July 1st. Yeah.
Oh,
Tariq!
that's amazing. Don't you?
Yes.
You got that shit on and popping, bro.
July 1st starting running the kitchen at Red Lounge.
Okay.
We're in the works right now, getting everything situated, getting the menu going and stuff like that. It's July 1st, Independence Day weekend cookout. That's what we're gonna start off with, and then the week after we're gonna roll out the official menu. But you guys are gonna see a lot more like promotion videos, a lot of the dishes that we'll have out there. Fridays, Saturday nights we're gonna start off with, and then every other Sundays we're gonna do like a brunch or a day party and stuff like that. Just because it's summertime, they get the outside, and you guys all seen it like.
Yeah, it's nice.
That it's huge. Like I tell people like, yo, Mother's Day we got a good crowd, but in the pictures they don't look like it. But it's so spacious back there, so they're like, yo, we want to use it as much as we can this summer. So, come on to the lounge, everybody, on Dyer Ave in Cranston. That's where I will be at. But of course, you guys can still book me for catering needs. I just did a pizza party graduation this past Sunday.
Nice.
We helped.
I got a wedding tasting this week coming up too, and a baptism on Saturday. So book me for your catering needs. You can request it at cheftreecompany.com.
Shout out to my wife for making that shitty pizza.
Yeah. Shout out to Kiana for playing mad pepperonis on there. But nah, guys, that is.
We're gonna see this shit and be like, shut
Yeah. Sorry, Chuck. Mo, thank you again for being on. We appreciate it, bro.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, Mo. For real, yo.
Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. This is episode 26 of the Mix and Pop Podcast, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace, y'all.
Yeah.